Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. It is I, the master of crime himself, Gangstor. Back on the squawk box hootin' and hollerin' at ya. This time about what's perhaps the craziest damn week of this f***ed up felon's life. Now, sit back and let me roll this one over for ya. You see, it's been a hot minute since I last did a vid. Hey, what can I say? There's so much crime and yet so little time. I mean, here we is 6 months into the new year, and it's still somehow only February. I mean, you see the news. You knows I've been busy. Lots of stuff popping off everywhere as you look. A hooked Triclops up with a whole squad of doom seekers marching 1K deep off the Jersey Shore. On the whole other coast, had me a big old roast. Just fallout from that dragon's egg I attempted to smuggle and accidentally let loose. My bad. And within all that going on, I still found time to harass into hysterics the unliving piss out of one AA Ron Dodgers. Yeah, peeps, if you sees me at the foot of your bed, you best hope you don't wake up dead. And now's I got me a woman on the inside of the big house. Yeah, you best believe that mafia mama is on my payroll. Capiche? But during all this tumultuous times of turmoil, there seems some things have been bubbling up in the background, right under my nose. So allow me to fill you dear listeners in. First off, I pulled a job some years back, so long ago I straight up forgot about it, involving the procurement of certain extraterrestrial entities for Dark Hemisphere deployment on the planet of Eternia. Part 1 of this documentary series already debuted on the 757 Hustle Show's YouTube channel, and time moved on. But this week, all of the damn sudden, this was presented to me.
Snake Mountain, a few days ago.
Once that's done, we can plan some more fun. The touches of darkness over here.
Find your tomb, stranger, or I shall remove it with his claw and feed it to the beast man.
Right. Can use that old black magic to cloak the entire crew from detection while we stay at the tree line under protection. Just long enough for your man on the inside, this Kovar character, he must provide us with an opening by taking out security on his end. Then myself and your boys enter from the north to draw out the remaining guards and warriors. You and Kovar, you load up all of them fancy gifts to fuel all of your future goals and conflicts. In exchange for my services, all I want is a shot at that freaked up Federale Flatfoot Rio fucking blast. You see, we got a long history going a ways back, but enough from me and my recount. Bossman, tell me, is ya in or is ya out?
Welcome to the gang, Gangstor.
What in the who the what? Is you kidding me with this? Well, no wonder it's taken so damn long to get the second chapter released. So long that I practically forgot it even happened. This is more than just some audio recording. This is practically animation. My peeps, I was straight taken aback by all this. Like, is that really me up in there? I appear rather plain Jane, not kitted up like I'm accustomed, but I'm definitely drenched in darkness the way I like it. Oh, and Evelyn, best watch her own damn tongue, lest she won't have any fun. Won't get drenched in darkness the way she likes it. But I'll deal with Wednesday sometime next Thursday, as I got other business to attend to. If you want to check out part 1 of this Masters of the Universe vs. Aliens audio drama, I'll leave a link in the description box below. While you're there, let 'em know you're aching to see further episodes. Then you can see just how I fit into this little cosmic conflict. You feel me? Now, as I originally stated, this was the craziest week ever. If you thought this animation had my mind a-blowing, you ain't seen nothing yet. You see, I had me a stoolie slide into my DMs and drop a dime on me, and I had to investigate because it sounded so unreal. And yet... Are you what in the what to the who the what did what how the what the and what who the
So many swear words later.
My apologies. I can't take it, peeps. This is just too damn much. I mean, just look at this. I had to take a minute to even make sure I was still functional after this. My first question was, who in the hell did this? I tracked it to a customizer named Bombstar OutkastCustoms, but it turns out he, not unlike myself, is a hired gun. The real culprit, it seems, is none other than this character. A YouTuber by the name of Mr. Home Arcade. Well, I guess now everyone's gonna know I'm the one been hooking up drunk He-Man with the hooch. As for the figure itself, I can't do a proper review as it's not in my possession, but I can surely give my thoughts about it. Firstly, I'll say this isn't the first custom figure of myself that's ever been produced. That honor goes to the boys over at Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. While the figure looked more like a conceptualization of what I may or may not have looked like before I up and dropped dead the first time, Bombstar and Mr. Home Arcade's version is closer to how I look now. And what's interesting is, I look more as how my creator, this weirdo, would have originally intended me to look, and not as how Mattel reimagined how I looked back at the San Diego Comic Convention in 2012. Some interesting details kept intact in this particular custom would be my ripped up sleeves, cuffs, wide tie, large brimmed hat, cybernetics on my head, spats on my shoes, heavy duty suspenders, and my skull shaped belt buckle. Well, okay, that skull isn't exactly on the belt buckle, but hey, I've been told by the ladies I packed something of a lethal injection. As for my kit, in lieu of my traditional repeating laser rifle, this figure seems to be armed with what in the underworld we like to call a street sweeper, or more accurately, an Amcel South African striker, aka the Sentinel Arms Co-Striker 12 Protector Bulldog, a 12-gauge scatter gun with a rapid-action rotating cylinder designed for mass combat and riot control. And gone is my traditional Doom box on my back, instead substituted with an entirely different setup, leaning more towards munitions rather than music. Not gonna lie, it's nice to have a few more guns, but I always preferred having just my single trusty heater repeater when compared with that feckless flatfoot Rio's one-man traveling gun show nonsense. Personally, I see it like the rivalry between 007 and Francisco Scaramanga.
A duel between titans. My golden gun against your Walther PPK. Each of us with a 50-50 chance.
6 bullets to your 1.
I only need 1.
You're damn right. And I too only need 1. The only other weapon I keeps at the ready is my indestructible bespiked knuckles, curiously not depicted in this custom. But that's alright. I could always use a spare horseshoe instead. Yep, that's right, peeps. I got me a damn horse. In addition to the custom figure, they went and made me a custom ride. Now, I'm not the horse type, much rather be cruising in a boosted banger, but I won't look this gift horse in its mouth, probably because it's built from the remnants of that Stridor head I done left in King Randor's bed. This crazy custom is really only missing one thing. If you think it's swell, run tell but tell. But hey, failing that, my boy, go tell Ramen Toy. You feel me? Well, with all of that out of the way, I want to do a proper thanks and shout out the best way I can. You see, I know in the vastness of the Masterverse, I occupy the small fringes of the fandom. A disreputable deviant like myself doesn't get much love, recognition, or respect. So when I see things like this, I gots to pay my own respects right back. 757, Outcast, Mr. Home Arcade, all 3 of yous, you've just earned some mad fucking respect from the motherfucking Gangstor. As for the rest of you dear listeners, I ask you, won't you kindly break some thumbs for me until they turn blue from the lack of circulation? And then, grab yourself a pair of bespiked knuckles and start working over that subscription service button. I mean, come on, peeps. Who do I gotta bribe for you to subscribe? In the meantime, allow me to make a public service announcement in regards to your safety, urging you now to remember, lock your doors, turn out your lights. The Gangstor's back on the streets tonight.